There is no objective moral truth.
Now you have 1 minute to introduce yourself and your timer will begin when you begin to speak.
So introduce myself. Ako si Kaslu, otherwise known as Lucas by my real name. So ngayon, ako yung affirmative dito sa debate. And sa debate natin ngayon, I'll try to use Tagalog sa mga viewers natin. Tatagalog po ako. Pero mostly for my own sake, mag-English mostly ako, like 70% of it. Just to explain my premises and propositions and whatnot, my arguments. Sorry na lang kung medyo it's a bit difficult or semantic to understand since it is a very complicated topic, so I will be having to use a medium that I'm comfortable with. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this debate. Once again, I'm Kaslo, so thank you.
Okay, now na nakilala na natin si Mr. Affirmative, punta naman tayo kay Mr. Opposition. Mr. Opposition, you have 1 minute to introduce yourself and your timer will begin when you begin to speak.
Yo, check. Press 1 kung rinig ako at magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Shoutout ko yung platform na ito, yung mga tao sa Discord ng platform na ito, shoutout sa inyo. Sa mga kaibigan ko, sa mga nakikinig na palagi at sumusuporta sa mga ganitong usapan, mga debates natin, shoutout sa inyo. At maging sa mga pumunta dito na nakikiosyoso lang at mga supporter ni Kaslu. Yumilday nga pala, isa akong atheist at ako ay isang kontra-apolohetiko ng The Roundtable Atheist PH. So i-check nyo yan sa YouTube at sa Spotify. Naroon yung mga ganitong diskurso at iba pang mga paksa. At ako po sa pagkakataong ito ay yung opposition, yung negative side. Tututulan natin yung mga sasabihin ni Kaslu patungkol sa paksa na sabi niya wala daw objective moral truth. At shoutout ko po lahat ng mga nagbe-birthday ngayon kasi tamang-tama po ang inyong pakikinig sa amin kasi merong clown sa affirmative side. So magandang gabi sa inyo.
Okay, now na nakilala na natin si Mr. Opposition, the rhetorics. Anyways, let's continue naman to the main event, the opening statement of Mr. Affirmative. Mr. Affirmative, your 10 minutes will start when you begin to speak.
Alright, so to start this debate, I would like to formally structure and frame how this debate will be processed. So, of course, first things first, you have to go through our definitions. So, the resolution that we've come with is there is no objective moral truth. As the affirmative, I will be setting my definitions. So, to define objective moral truth. Objective moral truths, these are the truths that are mind independent, they're universally true, and they're not reducible to any individual, social, or cultural attitudes. For example, a truth that is objective pero hindi siya moral is, for example, yung tubig, kumukulo siya at 100 degrees Celsius. Ayun ay example ng objective truth, hindi siya moral, ng objective truth na mind independent, universally true, at hindi siya reducible sa kahit anumang mind or individual. So, no matter what anyone thinks, water will always boil at that specific temperature. That is an example of an objective truth. And if you add the description of morality to that, it gets a lot more complicated, which is why this definition is needed. Now, beyond the definitions, I'd like to establish first the burden of proof under this debate. The opposition must demonstrate that objective moral facts actually do exist because that is how this resolution is structured. It's structured around his claim and not my claim. By that definition of morality and objectivity, that we are also compelled to behave this way under any circumstance. So they must prove that to be true under a demonstration and not an assertion. What is the difference between an assertion and a demonstration? Well, an assertion is simply a claim. For example, murder is objectively wrong. That's his claim. Now, wala pang napatunayan, nothing has been proven yet. You just merely stated a proposition. Mga other examples of a claim or an assertion is, well, God exists, something like that. These are all assertions until they are supported by justification or a demonstration. Now, what is a demonstration? A demonstration is like what I said, it's just a justification that is logically established and the conclusion supports the accepted premises. For example, all mammals are warm-blooded. Premise 2, whales are mammals. Conclusion, therefore, whales are warm-blooded. Now, that is a proper demonstration that is logically coherent and consistent. To make it clear, this debate is not about whether morality is important, kung maganda ba siya for society, or if it's even widely accepted. It's only about whether there actually exists objectivity in moral truths. So yeah, for my first argument, I would like to present two contentions. For my first contention is that currently there is no, not that I'm aware of, there is no proposed foundation that successfully grounds objective morality. So for me, there's no such thing. Whenever someone says, like, for example, murder causes suffering, it's just an assertion. It's just a fact that they try to come to a conclusion with, that murder is objectively wrong. Now, why is this a mistake? It's a mistake because to come to this normative conclusion of how we ought to act, you have to introduce a normative premise that requires justification consistent with objective moral truths. What does that mean? It means that yung conclusion mo, dapat coherent yung premise mo, and meron siyang justification kung bakit siya naging totoo. Ngayon, what if they present something like that? Well, I can ask my questions. Often, the answer leads to another premise, and then another, and then another, which leads to some sort of regress, and never really establishing an objective fact that is rooted in a coherent logical basis. Or, in any other case, it is treated as foundational or intrinsic, in which case it is asserted and not demonstrated through justification. Therefore, from my contention 1, no successful demonstration of objective moral truths can be provided. For my contention 2, wait lang, sa papel ko. The foundational normativity. Now, let's say the opposition avoids this regress and they simply declare that, causing unnecessary suffering is objectively wrong. The problem with this is that it doesn't come to an actual justification. I can always ask why. There is no real answer besides, well, it's self-evident. It's obvious naman, di ba? Well, what if I say, well, it's obvious that Riemann's theory of mathematics is correct. Tapos sinabi mo sa akin, why? Sinabi ko sa'yo, well, it's just obvious, right? I'm not actually proving anything. I'm just saying it's self-evident. And the problem is that self-evidence doesn't establish any objective truth. Neither does intuition or rationality or agency. None of these actually establish this objective truth or obligation. Eventually, it all leads to some foundational normative principle. Now, I'm not criticizing anyone if they have a foundational premise in their argument, but the problem is that you have to demonstrate that you have to demonstrate those foundational premises and how they correspond to the reality that we live in, the objective moral reality that we live in. Just to weigh the debate, again, the affirmative must establish the existence of objective moral facts, and I only need to show that every proposed foundation either depends on their unsupported normative assumption, or that it fails to bridge the gap between deductive, or rather descriptive, and obligatory measures. Now, if that burden is not met, the resolution cannot stand and I would win this debate. Again, I will argue that for the opposition to win, they must show that moral propositions correspond to mind-independent facts, and every attempt to do so rests on unsupported narrative assumptions. Descriptive facts by themselves cannot generate moral obligations. We are not morally obligated by any descriptive facts. Now, for the judge and myself, we are not looking for assertions, we're looking for demonstrations. And with that, I'd like to end my opening, if that's okay, if I can end early.
Yep, that's okay. Are you sure you're waiving your time, Kaslu?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, nakahingi tayo ng go signal para i-waive ang time. So let's proceed naman to the cross-examination of Mr. Opposition to Mr. Affirmative. Mr. Opposition, you have 10 minutes to give question kay Mr. Affirmative, and your 10 minutes will start when you begin to speak.
Okay, unang tanong ko kay Casio, rinig na ba ako? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, sunod na tanong ko bro, dahil rinig mo na yung unang tanong ko at yung pangalawang tanong ko ay ito. Bilang nasa debate tayo, no? Tayo ay debater, ikaw ay debater. Ang tanong ko, dapat ba tayo maging matapat o honest sa debate na to? Dapat o hindi dapat, categorical?
According to the rules, we should uphold.
Objection, moderator.
What's the objection? What's the objection?
Tinatanong ko po siya ng categorical question at wala pa akong narinig na categorical answer.
Is there a counter objection?
Can you explain categorical? What that means?
Okay, categorical is, for example, if you will ask na, narinig mo ba ako, yes or no, you must answer yes or no lang doon. And if you think na categorical error yun, then object. Tawagin mo ako and I will rule it out. But anyways, based on the objection sustained, no? Answer the question categorically, and please you will pa-repeat ng question. Pause na naman time doon.
Okay, thank you very much, moderator. At para sa iyo, Kaslo, ulitin ko ang tanong. Since tayo ay nasa debate, di ba? Agree naman tayo, nasa debate tayo. Ang tanong ko, dapat ba tayo o ikaw maging honest o matapat? All throughout this debate, sa presentation mo at sa cross-exam, sa pagsagot mo sa akin, dapat ka bang maging honest? Yes or no?
Yes.
Amen. Next question, sabi mo yes, dapat tayong maging honest o matapat. Tanong, yan ba ay obligation? Yes or no?
Yes.
Amen. Oh, next question, sabi mo, ikaw at ako ay obligated, no, na maging honest, no, sa debate na to. So ang tanong ko sa'yo, kung ako ba o kung ikaw hindi magiging honest o magiging matapat sa debate natin, meron ba tayong nagagawang mali? Meron o wala? Categorical.
Objection. This is not a categorical question.
What's the objection?
Counter objection, moderator.
Wait lang, what's the objection?
It's not a categorical question. It's a loaded question.
Loaded question. Okay, is there a counter to the assumption na
Yes, meron po. Dahil ang sabi niya, hindi raw categorical question yun. Categorical ngayon, tanong ko moderator, ang tanong ko kung meron o wala.
How about the
Ang tanong ko,
assumption na loaded?
kung meron ba o wala kaming nagagawang mali kung hindi kami susunod sa obligation na maging matapat o honest during debate. Ayun ang tanong ko eh. Anong problema niya?
How about the assumption na it's a loaded question?
The reason why it's a loaded question is because it assumes that we are under moral rules under this debate. Again, we're not under moral rules under this debate. We're under the rules of the debate itself, right? We're not under the rules of ethics or morality, right? So there is no right or wrong behavior for me to follow. I just have to follow the rules of the debate. Ngayon, these are institutional rules, much like how we have rules in the law. It's not in the
Moderator, nagpapaliwanag na moderator eh. Dapat
Yeah, I'm just
mag-object
explaining
lang
why
eh.
it's a loaded
Tig-isa lang kami ng ano eh. Kaya tig-isa lang
Okay.
kami ng objection, nagpapaliwanag na ata siya.
Okay, do you have counter objection doon, Mr. Opposition, sa alleged claim na you are bombarding Kaslo ng
Oh,
loaded.
unang-una moderator, ang sinasabi niya, wala raw categorical. Meron nga. Ngayon, nag-iba na siya ng objection. So, paano yun? Nagdalawang object siya, moderator? Dapat tig-isa lang kami, di ba? Ang una niyang in-object, hindi raw categorical. Ang tanong ko nga, categorical, meron o wala ba kaming nalalabag na obligation? Wala siyang sagot dun, moderator eh. So, ngayon, nagbago naman siya ng objection niya. Pwede ba yun? Dalawang objection sa isang sa isang tindig? Bawal ata yun.
Okay. Objection sustained. Pa-answer ng question and pa-repeat ulit ng question, you will die.
Okay, thank you very much, moderator. At ang tanong sa iyo, Kaslo, na umamin na, sabi mo kanina, yes, we are obligated during this debate na maging matapat sa presentation at sa pagsagot. Ang tanong sa iyo, kung hindi ba tayo susunod sa obligation na sinabi mong meron tayo, meron ba tayong nagagawang mali? Meron o wala? Ayan ang categorical. Sagot.
Meron.
Amen! Sabi mo, meron tayong nagagawang mali. Tanong, yan ba ay katotohanan o hindi katotohanan during our debate? Categorical.
Yan ay katotohanan.
Okay, no further questions, Your Honor. Tapos na ako magtanong.
Okay. For clarification, you're waiving your 8 minutes remaining.
Yes, moderator. I will waive my time.
Okay. So, let us proceed to the opening statement of Mr. Opposition. Wait, guys. Medyo late na to, but re-remind ko lang, no, pag ganitong setup natin, sorry, medyo late na rin, no. Pag ganitong setup, pag categorical yung question, pwede kayong sumagot, pwede kayong ma-explain after the categorical. Pwede kayong ma-explain doon. But anyways, let's proceed to the opening statement of Mr. Opposition. You have 10 minutes and your 10 minutes will proceed when you begin to speak.
Ayun, magandang gabi. Thank you. Shoutout sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa platform na ito. At thank you rin, Kaslo, kasi tinulungan mo agad ako sa debate natin. Akala ko kalaban kita talaga eh. Tinulungan mo agad ako. Thank you very much. At para sa case ng opposition, sabi kasi nung kausap natin si Kaslo, wala daw moral truth na objective. Wala daw nun. Ang hamon pa nga nyo, dapat i-demonstrate yan. Diba? Ngayon, tama naman yung kanyang mga definition kung ano yung objective moral truths. Ibig sabihin, mga mind-independent na katotohanang moral. Ano yung katotohanang moral? Sabi kanina na nag-comment, sa wakas matututo na rin kung ano yung moral facts. Moral facts, ang pinag-uusapan natin ditong moral facts, yung mga actions, mga kilos, mga gawin nating mga tao, kung mabuti ba o masama. Pero sabi ni Kaslo, wala daw nun. Wala raw mabuti't masama na mga action ng tao. Wala raw objectivity doon. Wala raw, wala. Sabi niya, wala. Ngayon madaling salubungin to. Hindi nga lang sasalubungin, sasagasaan pa natin si Kaslo eh. Kahit tumabi pa siya. Ngayon, ito malaking problema. Papakita ko muna sa inyo yung implication. Pagka kayo, nagpauto kayo kay Kaslo. No? Pag nagpauto kayo kay Kaslo, ito yung mangyayari. Isipin nyo po, yung hustisya magko-collapse. Bakit? Kasi para kay Kaslo, na isang emotivist, lahat doon ng mga gawin ng tao, back up lang ng preferences. So kapag kasi Kaslo, naging hukom o naging judge, sisentensyahan niya, sasabihin niya, sinesentensyahan kita ng walang ng habang buhay na pagkakabilanggo kasi dislike ko yung murder. Kita niya? Pag nagpauto kayo kay Kaslo, ganyan ang paniniwala niyo. In the same manner, meron din magsasabi na judge, ay hindi kita ikukulong ng habang buhay na pagkakabilanggo kasi hindi ko prefer. Nakita niya na? Both ways yan, Kaslo. Kaya wag mo kaming lolokohin at pipilitin na walang objective moral truth kasi magko-collapse yung hustisya. Pangalawang implikasyon, hindi ka na ngayon pwedeng mag-condemn, moral condemnation. Bakit? Paano mo sasabihin mali yung kilos o tama yung kilos ng tao kung walang objective moral truth, Kaslo? Ngayon, ano problema? Inamin niya meron pala. Inamin niya meron pala. Kaya ako, masaya ako eh. Tinulungan ako ni Kaslo eh. Ano raw ang meron na nag-exist? Eto, bibigay ko sa'yo kasi yung hinahanap ng demonstration. And the actual demonstration, yung kaninang cross-examination natin. Ito yung kaisa-isang moral fact na ibibitawan ko ngayong gabi. Sabi mo kasi wala eh. Ito, bibigyan kita. Isa lang. Ito yung pumatay sa'yo ngayong gabi. Yung unjustified intentional deception, yan ay morally wrong. Ano katunayan ko na yung moral fact na yun really do exist? Ikaw, pinatunayan mo, sabi mo, meron tayong obligation na huwag magsinungaling, huwag maging mapanloko intentionally during our debate. Ano yung obligation natin na inamin mo, Kaslo? Ano yung obligation natin? Dapat maging honest at matapat sa buong presentation at sa cross-examination sa pagsagot. Oh, asa na ngayon yung sinasabi mong walang moral truth na objective? Eh inamin mo na, meron pala tayong ganong obligation. At anong implikasyon pagka sinuway natin yung obligation? Mali, sabi niya, maling action daw yun. Shoutout sa mga nakikinig. Sana po masaya kayo kasi ako po masaya. Naintindihan ko po eh. Naintindihan ko po yung pag-amin ni Castle, nakakatuwa. Mali daw yun pagka kami naging dishonest kami. Tamang-tama, Kaslo, pwede kasi yung stand mo na yun kung usapang lasing. Kung tayo nasa tambayan lang. Ang problema, nasa debate tayo, bro. Wala tayo sa sa tambayan lang. Wala tayo sa sa inuman. No? Yung debates already presupposes objective standards. Na dapat honest ka dun. Dapat you are debating and arguing in good faith. Oh, inamin mo? Mali pala yun pag ikaw hindi ka honest. Kita mo? Kaya yung kaisa-isa, yung unjustified intentional deception, yan ay morally wrong. Ano ang demonstration? Yung buong cross-examination sa'yo, bro. Inamin mo na. Thank you sa pagtulong sa akin. And again, yung burden of rebuttal ko, nagawa ko na. Yung burden of proof ni Kaslu, na sabi niya, there is no objective moral truth. Nasaan ang demonstration niyan? Nawala. Wala. Ang haba ng oras mo, nag-define ka lang kung ano yung objective truth. Alam namin yun, bro. Hindi yun ang topic. Ang topic, walang objective moral truth. Ang problema, nung tinatanong na kita, meron pala. Kasi mali daw kapag tayo, during debate, magiging dishonest. Wala na. Yan, shoutout sa mga nakikinig dyan at handa na ako magpatanong ng ayon sa topic at ayon sa nilatag ko. Let's go.
Okay, tapos na ang opening statement ni Mr. Opposition. Let's proceed naman sa cross-examination ni Mr. Affirmative to Mr. Opposition. Mr. Affirmative, you have 10 minutes to ask question kay Mr. Opposition and your 10 minutes will begin when you begin to speak.
Okay, so basically ang sinabi niya, without objective morality, anything goes. Ngayon, ang tanong ko, do you believe that kung may objective moral truth talaga na hindi talaga pwede mag-condemn ng kahit sinong action, no one can condemn another person's actions if objective moral truths do not exist? Tama po?
Wrong. Kasi ang tanong mo, do I believe? Alam mo bro, kahit hindi ko paniwalaan yan, talagang mali yun kasi nga objective. Diba? Akala mo yata magogoyo mo ako sa tanong mo eh. Do you believe? Wrong. Kahit hindi ako maniwala, objectively wrong yun bro. Next question. Hirapan mo ba yung tanong?
Nice. Alright, next question. Ngayon, why does condemnation require objective moral facts?
Syempre, dahil yung hustisya nakaangkla sa mga standards, objective standards, hindi yung hindi ko lang kasi bet, hindi ko kasi prefer, hindi kita ikukulong kasi hindi ko bet yung ginawa mo, ikukulong kita kasi bet ko yung ginawa mo. Hindi ganun. Yung justice, nagiging preference na lang, hindi nag-work ang hustisya ganun.
Next.
Bale, nagiging opinion lamang, ganun?
Next question mo na ba yan?
Hindi, follow-up question ko lang yun.
Ano yung follow-up?
Bale, sa sinabi mo, parang nagiging preference, bale, nagiging parang opinion lamang.
Hindi lang basta opinion. Hindi lang basta opinion, no? Yung salitang
Sige,
preference,
Preference.
sasagot ako. Yung salitang preference dyan sa stance mo, na emotivism, wala ka mong objective moral truth, sinisira niyan mismo yung konsepto ng hustisya. Next question.
By the way, Judge, I never stated my stance as an emotivist, so it's just a straw man. Anyway, next question. Pwede ba tayo mag-criticize ng mga preference ng tao?
Pwede bro, basta meron kang objective standard. Otherwise, walang kwenta yung pagkikriticize mo kasi wala naman palang basihan. Ayaw mo lang, hindi mo lang prefer. Ano ba yun?
Ngayon.
Gibain mo yun bro, gibain mo yung latag ko. Next question.
Ano po? Ngayon, why would the absence of objective morality eliminate criticism or condemnation?
Again, hindi bro absent. Ang stand ko nga dito, present yan. Always present yan. Sabi nga sa moral realism na sinusubscribe ko, eternally present yan bro.
Kaya
Timeless,
kasi
eternally.
ina-attack mo yung point ko.
Next question.
Excuse me, let me just explain. This question must be answered correctly because that's not what I'm asking. It's a straw man. I'm asking because you said in my worldview na may absence ng objective morality. Hindi tayo pwede mag-criticize or condemn. Ngayon, ang tanong ko sa'yo, sa worldview ko, why would the absence of objective morality eliminate criticism or condemnation? Explain mo naman mabuti yung difference.
Okay, sagot. Kasi sa worldview mo, na puro preferences lang, wala kang standard na objective. Therefore, criticism is not objective. Ayun nga yung punto dito eh. Pero, hindi mo pa rin napatunayan na walang objective moral truth. Doon mo ko tanongin. Hirapan mo bro.
I don't have to prove that objective moral truth exists. It's not my burden. Anyway, next question. Can people have strong reasons to oppose mga crimes tulad ng murder kahit na yung reason na yon ay hindi objective moral fact?
Unang-una, hindi strong reason yun. Preference lang yun bro. Kasi ano sabi mo, walang objective standard. Alam mo bro, yung mga tao, pantay-pantay lang yun
worldview
eh.
mo,
Kaya kung
worldview.
sasabihin mo, tapos sumasabat moderator, ano ba to? Objection ako.
What's the objection? What's the objection?
Opo, nakikita nyo naman eh, sumasagot pa ako na yung sumasabat na agad. Takot ata siyang marinig yung katotohanan ng sasabihin ko.
Okay, is there a counter objection?
Yes, because the question is not being answered correctly.
Okay, if the question is not being answered correctly, pwede kayo mag-object. Tapos titignan natin kung na-answer ba talaga. But you both have the privilege to answer that question in 20 seconds. No, regardless kung gusto man niya i-consume lahat yon or not, we must give them 20 seconds. Tapos na tayong hudyat ng moderator o kaya ng mismong debater ng next question, please. So yeah, proceed.
Okay,
Sasagot
pasagot
ako
mo.
moderator, right? Papaulit ako ng tanong para maganda sa recording.
Oh yes, paulit na tayo.
Alright, so, iulit ko lang yung tanong. Can people have a strong reason to oppose mga crimes tulad ng murder kahit na yung rason na yun ay hindi objective moral fact?
No, kasi yung strong reasons nanggagaling lang yan sa objective standards, hindi sa preferences. Bakit? Kasi ang mga tao pantay-pantay lang naman. Paano mo sasabing, hoy, mali ang ginagawa mong pagnanakaw, pagpatay, pag-rape? Eh kung preference mo lang. Oh,
Okay, saan-
bakit
okay.
mas okay sa'yo? Bakit mas dapat kang sundin? Sabi ni David Hume, bakit? Kaya kailangan ng standard. Next question.
Next question, where do your objective standards come from?
Okay, sasagutin ko kahit wala yan sa latag ko at hindi natin topic ang origins o pinagmulan ng objective moral truths o standards o ng morality. Sasagutin ko sa shared human conditions, and I hope moderator hindi malihis ang topic namin kasi hindi namin topic yung pinagmulan ng objective morality.
Next question.
So sabi mo no. They come from objective standards. Kung bakit ganun sa previous tanong ko, yan yung sagot mo. Ngayon tanong ko, Ang mga batas ba, ang empathy, ang self-preservation, ang cooperation, social cooperation, ayun ba ay mga rason o hindi sa pag-oppose ng murder?
Sagot, no. Hindi sila mga rason. Sila yung resulta nung mga tama at malalakas na rason. Na ano ulit? Shared human conditions within objective reality. Kaya yung sinasabi mo na walang objective moral truth, guni-guni mo lang, bro. Kwek.
Alright. Tanong. Is your argument, yung argument mo ba, na ang objective morality ay dapat nag-i-exist kasi kung hindi siya nag-i-exist, hindi tayo makapag-objectively condemn ng mga evil?
Sagot, wala akong terminong binanggit na dapat mag-exist. Yung para bang, dapat mag-exist, para bang wishful thinking ko, dapat mag-exist kasi objective morality and objective reality do exist kahit ayaw mo o gusto mo, Kaslu. Problema mo, ayaw mo ng objective moral truths, nayari ka tuloy.
Next question.
Ngayon, ang tanong, yung mga undesirable consequences, ayun ba? Do they make a proposition false?
Hindi bro, hindi. Kasi yung nagpapaging mali sa propositions, yung walang coherency within the observed phenomena and yung stated proposition. Ayun yung disconnect bro. Ano ba yan? Tuturuan pa ba kita bro nung wala sa topic? Ano ba yan? Next question.
So, yung fact na yung stance mo ay may consequences na disability. Di ba? Correct ba?
Wrong bro. Preference. Ikaw yun bro. Hindi ako. Ang latag ko ba preference? Sagot mo ano? Meron talagang nalalabag na obligation pagka naging dishonest sa debate. Thank you. Press 1. Congratulations sa akin. Kasi tinulungan mo ako, pre.
Next question. What's the difference between institutional rules tsaka moral rules?
Ano ang difference, bro, bukod sa spelling? Ayun ba yung tanong mo? Una-una, yung moral rules, hindi yan sinet ng mga tao per se. Hindi yan sinet. Yan ay observe. Naobserbahan yan. Na within objective reality. Yung institutional rules, yan ay sinet ng mga tao. So, ayun yung distinction o yung pagkakaiba nila. Next question, bro, mahirap.
Yung sabi mo kanina sa debate, ang rules natin ay huwag magsinungaling, maging makatotohanan. Ayun ba ay institutional rule or moral rule at bakit?
Moral rule yun bro. Kasi tinanong ko sa'yo yan kung dapat ba. Dapat ba? Ngayon, kung bakit hindi institutional rule yung tanong na yon, kasi hindi naman naka-frame yon kung ano ang institusyon na dapat nating panaligan during our debate. Next question.
Hindi dapat panaligan kung kasi nasa debate tayo. Tama ba? Ang constitutive rules or institutional rules, ito ang mga rules na nagde-define ng activity. For example, kung nasa debate, huwag tayo magsinungaling. Kung nasa chess, yung mga bishop, nagmumove ng diagonal. Diba? Kung nagbabasketball, illegal ang traveling. Yun ba ay institutional rules? Yes or no?
Yes bro, ang problema wala kang karapatang magsabi ng tama yun, 'di ba? Tama, mali yun, 'di ba? Mali. Kasi nga walang objective moral truth sa iyo, 'di ba? Sa side mo. Kaya anong karapatan mong gumamit ng mga normative language na nakabase sa objectivity? Huwag kang gagamit yan bro, mahiya ka.
Question.
Time's up. Unfortunately, guys, I need to cut you guys off. Time's up na. Alright, let us proceed with the rebuttal round. So, mauna ka dito, affirmative, and you have 5 minutes. Your 5 minutes will start when you begin to speak. It's you, Mr. Affirmative. Kaslu.
Alright, so sinabi niya it's wrong to lie sa debate. Dapat maging honest tayo. Actually, ako nagsabi nun. It's wrong to lie in the debate. Pero siya yung nagsabi na it constitutes as a moral rule at hindi siya institutional rule. Ngayon, it sounds right. It sounds correct, guys, right? Pero it's different. It's not the same kind of norm. Ngayon, his argument sounds like this. He asked me to prove that it's wrong to lie in a debate. Sabi ko naman yes, kasi it's a debate rule. Therefore, sabi niya, debate rules are moral rules. Kasi nga, sabi ko, mali magsinungaling sa debate. Ngayon, tama ba? Is lying wrong because it violates the rules of debate? Or because lying is independently morally wrong? Iba yon, different claims yon. Kasi, pag sinabi mo, it violates the debate rules, blah, blah, blah. Yan yung kasi it violates the debate rules. Then tama yun. Then institutional rules yun. Wala akong binabanggit na moral rules. Anyhow, constitutive norms, they define activities of what you are or are not to do in specific rules under what we set, right? Moral rules and moral norms, they claim universal authority, right? Now, when you break a constitutive rule, it means you're not following the rules of the game or the whatever that correctly. You're not following it correctly. And if you're breaking a moral rule, it is claimed to be wrong regardless of the game or institution. Right? Ngayon, kung hindi to debate tournament, would the rule against exceeding 10 minutes still exist? Malamang hindi. If walang debate tournament, would murder still be wrong according to your view? Malamang oo. Exactly. That's why it shows that debate rules depend on the institutions, habang yung claim mo about morality, it does not depend. They're not the same kind of rule. It's a different kind of norm, right? Lying in a debate is not morally wrong kasi walang ganun. Is it morally wrong because it violates the debate rules, or does it violate debate rules because it is already morally wrong? Ngayon, isasagot mo yan. Tapos, isasagot mo, well, lying is morally wrong because of objective standards that we have. Ngayon, sinabi niya, this debate is not about where our objective standards come from. I believe this debate is exactly about where our objective moral standards come from, because that's how we define, or that's how we come up with objective truths, right? We find out that water boils at 100 Celsius because we are able to scientifically measure it deductively, right? It's the same way of how it works for objective moral truths, and that's why we seek its existence in its demonstration. That's why I'm asking for your standard or your objective standard, kung saan nanggaling yun. This debate is exactly where that comes from. Ngayon, kung hindi mo talaga napatunayan kung saan talaga nanggaling yung mga objective standards mo, siguro galing lang sa puwet mo yan, you have to define it, because this debate is centered around this, right? My position is that I am unconvinced that objective moral facts exist, because it is your job to meet this burden of proof. It's not my job to meet this burden of proof. This is the resolution that we agreed on, right? Again, my Latin phrase, the burden of proof lies on the one that affirms and not the one that denies. Sa ontology yan, guys, ontology. In ontology, the burden of proof lies on the person asserting the existence of a category of entities. Ngayon, if you're asserting the existence of a category of entities, you have to prove that it exists, and the way you prove that it exists is proving to me where your standards of objectivism come from. Where do your standards of moral objectivism come from? Because you have not ever stated throughout this debate where they come from. You just say that they naturally occur. Many things naturally occur. Many things are naturally valued, right? Let's say I naturally value God. It doesn't prove that God exists. Why does what humans naturally value or what humans naturally do or what humans naturally come from determine objective morality.
Time's up. Okay. Narinig natin ang rebuttal ni Mr. Affirmative to the said contention, and let's proceed naman sa sa rebuttal ni Mr. Opposition. Mr. Opposition, you have 5 minutes and your 5 minutes will start when you begin to speak.
Coach, check. Yan, check, sound check. Press 1 kung rinig ako, viewers. Alam mo, Kaslo, talagang tama talaga yun. No? So, inabay natin yung debate natin. Sa mga nagbe-birthday, talagang nagpaka-clown kayo, no? Talagang naging isa kang clown. In-entertain mo kami, bro. Ano sabi niya? Ang may burden of proof ay ang affirmative. Binasa pa niya talaga yung yung affirmative roles and construction. Ano ba nakalagay dyan sa sa banner natin? Ako ba ang affirmative? Naloko na. Naloko na. Tsaka moderator, pakisabihan siya na mag-mute siya. Mawalang galang na.
Please mute.
Ayan, thank you very much kasi susunod tayo sa rules. Sabi mo pa kanina, sa Latin merong free. Hindi ka naman nagbasa ng Latin, bro. Tignan mo, nagsinungaling ka na naman. Bawal naman sa rules yan. Ngayon, sagutin natin. No, sagutin natin. Ang institutional rules yan, hindi yan moral rules. Aba, teka lang muna, Kaslo. Bago mo kami guyuin na para bang nagma-magic ka dito para makausad, i-expose ko na ngayon yung magic mo. Sabi niya, hindi daw moral rule yun, kundi institutional rule. Pero teka, ang ibig sabihin ng morality is the ought to do. Kahit saang kahit saang internet, punta ka sa punta ka lang sa Google, makikita mo, morality is the ought to do. Ano yung ought to do? Para sa mga bobong tagahanga ni Kaslo na hindi nakakaintindi ng aming language sa topic na to. Ang ibig sabihin ng ought, yung dapat daw. Normative language yun, Kaslo. Yung dapat daw magawa at gawin, sundin, isagawa, i-act natin, no? So, ibig sabihin, kung ayan ay institutional rule during the debate, it is also moral, no, to act that way. Kasi morality is the ought to do. Obligado tayong gawin yon. Yung salitang obligado, the ought to do, galing yon sa morality. Na objective moral truth na ulit? Normative. Nakita mo na? Ano yung pinatunayan mo? Meron ba tayong nagagawa? Tanong ko sa kanya kanina, ang ganda eh. Meron ba kaming nagagawa kung kami lalabag kami sa obligation? Sabi niya, obligation daw yan. No? To adhere to honesty. Huwag kaming manloko kagaya ng babasahin ko sa Latin. Wala namang binasang Latin. Huwag tayong manloloko, maging matapat tayo. Sino ba yung affirmative? Ako ba? Hindi. Manloloko, nanloloko katahasan eh. ang affirmative ang may burden of proof. Patunayan niya na may existence talagang objective moral truth. Sino yan? Sino yung affirmative? Ako ba? Hindi man. Ano ibig sabihin? Nang loloko si Kaslo. Nagsisinungaling, hindi honest. Tanong, pag siya ba hindi honest at nanloloko, babasahin ko ikaw sa Latin, hindi niya binasa. Ano ibig sabihin? Di lumalabag ka na sa honesty, lumalabag ka na sa sa usapan natin na tayo dapat maging matapat. Ano sabi mo pag lumalabag? Mali yun. Ngayon, anong karapatan ni Kaslo gumamit ng mga normative language kagaya ng should, dapat, hindi dapat, bawal? Ano karapatan mo nun kung wala kang objective moral truth? Ano karapatan mo? Who you, Kaslo? Sabi pa kanina, tama na, anong tama? Wala kang karapatang gumamit ng lingwaheng ganoon kasi wala kang ang objective moral truth. Ano ba? Ano meron sa'yo? Preference lang. Kaya yung pagyurak mo dito sa topic natin, sa sistema ng hustisya, mapapawalang bisa ang anumang hustisya. Pag ikaw, Kaslo, maniwala kami sa'yo. Di ba? Biruin mo, hatol mo? Ay, ikukulong kita kasi hindi ko bet. yung ginawa mong pagpatay. Yung murder na yan, hindi ko bet. Hindi ko prefer yan. Ikukulong kita. In the very same manner, pwede ring sabihin ng judge sa desisyon niya, hindi kita ikukulong kasi bet ko yung pagpatay. Akita nyo na? Akita nyo na yung absurdity, yung kabalintunaan ni Kaslo. Yan, thank you very much. At meron itong replay, makikita nyo kung paano sinagasaan at naging clown si Kaslo throughout the debate.
Time's up. Okay. This is the last event, no? The closing statement. And in the closing statement, mauna ka dun, Mr. Opposition. So, Mr. Opposition, you have 5 minutes again, no? And debaters, may I remind you in the closing statement, let's not target to bring up another argument. You can summarize all the arguments, you can summarize the things na nangyari all throughout the debate, but hindi na tayo dapat bring up na another argument, another topic, no? And Mr. Opposition, you have 5 minutes and your 5 minutes will start when you begin to speak.
Okay, thank you very much, moderator. And thank you rin, Kaslo, sa topic na ito na napag-usapan natin kasi hindi ito madalas na pag-uusapan dito sa community. And I hope yung mga nakinig sa atin, meron silang natutunan. And I hope sana rin talagang na-entertain mo sila. Ngayon, para i-summarize itong naging usapan, nakita nyo kung paano nahulog sa kumunoy si Kaslo na walang kamalay-malay. Pagtapak niya, shoot sa banga. Mali daw pala pagka ikaw ay lalabag sa obligation. Kung paano mo sasabihing mali o tama, wala ka ngang moral truths na pinangahawakan. Wala ka nun, ayaw mo nun, di ba? And again, nakita natin yung kanyang pag-frame ng burden shifting na hindi naging matagumpay kasi isang tingin nyo lang, sino affirmative? Hindi si You Will Die. Hindi ako, bro. Kaya yung binasa mo hindi naman Latin, para sa yun, bro, patunayan mo wala. Ako nagpatunay na po. At makikita nyo yan pag pinanood nyo to sa replay. Nagpatunay na ako. Ano yung kaisa-isang binatawan kong moral fact? Yung unjustified intentional deception is morally wrong. Sinabayan ba niya? Kinontra ba niya? Hindi man. Biguman siya. Biguman Sinalubong ba? Hindi na, paano? Nahulog nga sa kumunoy, hindi na makaalis. May nagtatanong kanina, sako daw by that plastic bag na lang, bro. Yung kulay kulay green o blue, yung mga ganun, yung pampalengke. Kasyang-kasya si Kaslo, kanina pa natin siya tinupi sa 8. Kaya hindi siya makakabawi. Ano bawi niya? Ikaw ang negative. Ikaw ang magpatunay. Burden of proof, wrong. No, nakita nyo po? And ayan ang implication pagka kayo paniniwalaan nyo yung sarili nyo, papaniwalain nyo yung sarili nyo, magko-conclude kayo kagaya ni Kaslo na walang truth na walang true or false na mga moral propositions, walang true or false na moral statements kasi walang objective moral truths, ang meron lang preferences. Diba? Binigay ko ng unjustified intentional deception, morally wrong. Hindi po nasalubong, isa lang sa topic namin, kahit isa lang ang ibigay ko. Hindi na matitikman ni Kaslo yung W. Hindi na. Nakapagbigay ako ng isa, sabi mo kasi there is no. Pagka there is no, wala kahit ano talaga. Kaso nakapagbigay ako, bro. Nung binigay ko pa, tumama pa sa mukha mo. Hindi ka tuloy ngayon makabangon. Di ba? And again, para i-close formally, nagpapasalamat ako sa platform ni Rai, sa mga tao sa Discord ni Rai, shoutout sa inyo sa palagi ng pagsuporta sa pagkikater sa ganitong mga usapin, sa mga manonood, sa mga kaibigan ko, sa mga nakikinig dyan, mga sumusuporta sa akin at sa amin din sa ganitong gawain. Shoutout sa girlfriend ko. Sana galingan mo palagi sa iyong career. Ayan. At tandaan nyo po, lahat ng itong ginawa ko during our debate ay pagsunod sa obligation ng debates, because debates presupposes objectivity. Objective standards, hindi pwedeng kasi prefer ko lang ganun. Hindi naman, institutional naman yun, di yun moral, wrong. Ibig mo sabihin yung institutional, hindi ought to do. Pagka morality, ano yung sabihin ng morality? The ought to do, yung dapat gawin. Yung institutional rights, rules, dapat mong gawin? Dapat, di moral yun, bro. Moral truth yun. Again, magandang gabi sa inyo. At sana, na-entertain kayo sa ating clown. O payaso. May nagtatanong, ano daw yung clown sa Tagalog? Payaso po. Yung iba, boyoyong. Ayan, na si Kaslu. Shoutout at sana ma-review ito online. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for that closing statement, no? And lastly, closing statement naman ni Mr. Affirmative. Mr. Affirmative, kindly unmute your mic kung nandyan ka pa. Hello? Andiyan ka pa, Mr. Affirmative? Okay, andyan pa. Okay. So you have 5 minutes and your 5 minutes will start when you begin to speak.
Alright, just to clarify, yung nag-misspoke lang ako kanina ng affirmative, yung mag-show ng burden of proof, yun lang yung, he's just writing that, that's the only thing that he can repeat and repeat because what? That's his only good counter rebuttal to what I said. He never actually addressed why he equivocates the institutional normativity and moral objectivity, right? Nasasabi niya lang na he equivocates it, he asserts it, but he never demonstrated why it's true. Ngayon, the fact that the debate rules create this objective standard sa voluntarily accepted institution, hindi siya equivalent sa objective moral truth. Kanina ko pa yung binabanggit na ang normativity, maraming ought. May institutional ought, may moral ought, at marami pa, may logical ought. Hindi pwede na lahat ng ought na yon ay presuppose sa morality kasi hindi ganun yun sa ontology. Ngayon, objective moral truths, by contrast, are claimed to be, sa nilagay ko nga, nag-agree ka pa nga na mind-independent at universally binding, regardless sa kahit anong mangyari, kahit anong consent or participation. Therefore, showing na ang institution na may objective rules ay hindi siya nakapag-demonstrate ng objective moral fact. Ngayon, ano yung objective moral fact niya? Yung unjustified lying, yun ba yun? Ngayon, hindi niya rin napatunayan na yun ay naging objective. Napatunayan niya lang, na sinabi niya lang, inassert niya lang, well, objective to kasi may standards tayo ng objectivity and it presupposes that it has to be objective. Bakit? Circular. Hindi mo na-explain, hindi mo na-demonstrate. Ngayon, gusto mong i-equivocate yung sinabi ko ng institutional rules at normativity, yung ought to do, ay the same sa moral. Hindi ganun yun. Debate rules are not moral rules. They are institutional oughts. This is how normativity works, right? Kanina ko pa yan sinasabi. Parang hindi ka nakikinig. Parang ikaw ata yung clown dito eh. Pag-aralan mo kaya yan. Yung logical ought, epistemic ought, prudential ought, instrumental ought, institutional ought, at moral ought. Hindi siya lahat moral, pero lahat siya ay normative. Tama ka doon, normative nga yun. Pero hindi lahat moral. Ngayon, binanggit mo nga ulit, yung batas. Walang mangyayari sa hustisya kung ganun. Explain ko. Sinabi ko na, ang batas ay hindi the same sa objective moral truth. It doesn't derive from objective moral truth. You have to prove first that objective moral truth exists. Ngayon, sinabi ko nga, nag-misspoke ako. Sabi ko, affirmative has the burden of proof. Tapos hindi ako nagbasa ng Latin. Kanina mo pa sinasabi yan, dun ka nakafocus. Ba't dun ka nakafocus? Ba't ayaw mo sagutin kung bakit, anong diferensya? Nagtanong pa nga ako ng maayos hindi mo nga sinasagot ng maayos. Nagtanong pa nga ako, ano ang pagkaiba ng institutional at objective morality? Ayun, ang sagot mo, puro wala. May constitutive norms nga, sinabi ko, they define activities, at may moral norms nga na nagde-define ng universal morality sa context ng debate natin. Ngayon, kung nagsinungaling ako sa context ng debate na to, ayun ba ay morally wrong? Hindi. Pero dahil sa argument mo na it presupposes morality, mali yun. Morally wrong yun. Eh hindi mo nga napatunayan na it presupposes morality. Sinasabi mo lang, ina-assert mo lang, yun nga ang pinakaunang kong sinabi. Ayoko marinig ng assertion mo, gusto ko marinig ng demonstration mo. Nag-assert ka lang na it presupposes morality, it presupposes objectivity, pero hindi mo naman napatunayan ng kahit isang beses. Ngayon, babasahin ko ng Latin kasi hindi mo nga naintindihan, hindi ko nga binasa kasi baka hindi mo maintindihan kasi clown ka nga ni. Ngayon, basahin ko para sa'yo. Onus probandi incumbit a qui dicit. Non equi negat. Ibig sabihin, the burden of proof lies on the one that affirms, not the one that denies. Ngayon, hindi mo maintindihan, kaya hindi ko binasa para sa'yo. Hindi mo nga naintindihan yung buong debate na to. Hindi mo nga naintindihan kung ano yung stance mo kung ba't dapat mo bang i-prove yung sinasabi mo.
Time's up. Gusto niyo pa bang mag another 1 minute? Mukhang nabiting ka rin ni Id eh. Gusto niyo mag another 1 minute? Just to wrap things up? You will die.
Moderator, wala na po akong kailangang idagdag kasi malinaw naman na yung aking stance sa aking paglalatag. Malinaw din yung naganap kahit panoorin pa nila sa replay kung paano sumemplang una muka si Caslo. Eh malinaw na po yun eh.
Okay.
Okay na po ako dun.
Okay, thank you. And since okay naman na si Id, I'm so sorry Kaslu.
Okay na rin, okay.
Sorry na cut off ka. But anyways, yeah, that's it for the debate and I don't think I can entertain people pa na mag-up dito to ask you guys question. So, yeah, that's it for the debate. So, yeah. And for those who are asking na if magbibigay ba ng pahayag itong moderator, I won't be. And hindi rin ako mag-judge sa kanila kasi at the first place, I have personal bias dito sa tema nila. So, it's not very intellectual to like give a comment about this. So, anyways, it's a good debate. So, abangan nyo na lang sila sa mga kanya-kanya nilang platform. Kay platform ni Yuval Dai, platform ni Kaslu. So, dun sila magbibigay ng kanilang another insight, diba? Yun lang. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you bro.
Thank you, you will die.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.